So in part 11 of Golden Sun, we will continue our battle with Saturos. One thing I forgot to mention from the last video is the Saturos HP is 1200, and if you guys don't know, he's weak against Mercury synergy moves and resistant to Mars or Fire synergy. His moves include Attack, Heat Flash, Fireball, and Eruption. So right now he just used Heat Flash on us. And pretty much what my strategy is, I'm going to use the most powerful synergy such as Ragnarok or Heat Wave, as well as a combination of Jins such as Ivan's Gust and Mia's Fizz. By the way, if you guys didn't notice, Isaac has Sleet, the Mercury Jin Sleet, and that Jin does attack. It attacks when you use it, compared to Fizz, which restores your HP, as you already saw on your screen. So right now I'm just going to heal my whole party. That should be a priority, considering that Saturos' strongest move is Eruption, which deals a lot of damage. It deals like 100 and something attack points. And with that being said, he could easily take down 2 of your characters. As you can see, the move Eruption here did 101 damage, and Ivan's HP is a 14 and Mian's is 16. Now what you want to do here, you want to use items such as herbs, or if you got any synergy. Unfortunately, Isaac doesn't have any, so I'm going to rely on items. I could use a Sight Crystal, but I should just heal, because you have to heal, or else you could lose Ivan. You're gonna need all 4 anyway, all four characters. And with me, I just use Ply. And her recovers 52 HP points, and Mia's Ply, I think Mia's Ply is like 80 HP. So I'm gonna continue using Jins against Saturos, and I'm gonna summon Venus and use Plasma, and keep healing with Mia. And Sleet does 65 damage, and Ivan's HP is at 10. One thing that you guys should know, Ivan will always have the lowest HP out of all 4 of the characters. So you always wanna keep healing him, just so he won't die on you. Okay, now I'm gonna recover using a Sight Crystal that recovers your PP or synergy points, which Isaac is lacking right now. He only has 1. And Ivan casts Plasma, and Saturos just, I wasn't expecting that. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that if you defeated Saturos using Sleet, you get more experience points. You get 430 experience points compared to if you don't, which is 331 experience points. Also, if you defeat him using Sleet, you get 1040 gold coins compared to the 800 gold coins. And of course, the item he dropped is a Synergy Crystal or Spy Crystal, Sight Crystal. So, as I mentioned previously, Alex was the backup just in case anything happened to Saturos, and he apparently was hiding behind either the blue orb or one of the statues. So this whole time he was examining our battle with Saturos, and as he was examining our battle, he notices that the Mercury Lighthouse gives him more power. Pretty much he could harness the energy emitting from the lighthouse, the energy being the orb behind him, whereas Saturos can't, because he's a Mars addict or fire user. So therefore, the energy emitting from the lighthouse is pretty much useless to him. And it has become obvious to Alex that the reason why we defeated him wasn't because of the fact the Mercury lighthouse weakened Saturos' power, but it was because he couldn't harness it, and also because we gotten stronger in such a short period of time thanks to the Jinns. I mean, I have said previously that the Jinns give you a stat boost. Not only that, they also increase the attack, the amount of damage each move does, and also gives you newer abilities. So this whole time, Alex was just talking to us, buying time, enough time for Saturos to recover, which I believe he probably used Cure Well on himself. So yeah, Alex was pretty much buying him time. But one thing I don't understand though is why doesn't he fight us? Because according to him, he could harness the power of the Mercury lighthouse. So therefore his attack should be like a level 18 or maybe 20. I mean, it doesn't make any sense that he would just escape with Saturos. I mean, he could have gotten the Mars Elemental Star from us, but he didn't. And he's going to escape using teleport. And warp. Well, it's called warp. Warp teleport, same thing. And according to Mia, he never used this ability, or he never had it. But it's important to note that later on in the game you do get certain items that give you certain abilities. So I'm assuming Alex has like some kind of special item that enables him this ability. That he has this ability to teleport wherever he wants to. And of course, Minority has the Jupiter and the Venus Elemental Star. And of course I'm gonna say no, but Alex will know that we're lying, because he's the smart. I think he's probably the smartest guy out of the whole party. I would say even smarter than Kraden, because he actually knows what he wants to do and like the purpose of the lighthouse. Compared to Saturos and Minority, it's as if he's actually using them for his own ambitions. So of course we weren't able to stop them from activating the Mercury lighthouse. And Mia's contemplating how has been a failure to her clan, as she wasn't able to prevent them from accessing the lighthouse or activating it. And of course the characters are confident that next time they will prevent the next lighthouse from being activated. Of course, whether that will happen, you just have to watch the next series of videos that I'm gonna come out eventually, hopefully. So right now, since Minority and Saturos have both elemental stars, the Jupiter and the Venus, it should be obvious that they're either going to the Jupiter or the Venus lighthouse, depending on which one is closest. I mean, I already know what's going to happen, but I don't want to spoil it for you viewers who you probably might not have played this game, or maybe are planning to play it. So I just don't want to spoil it. So now where are we going to? We're going to go all the way down to the main entrance. Remember where there was an empty fountain? Well, it doesn't really look like a fountain, but once you get there, you'll notice it. And if you guys remember, we got an empty bottle from the Soul Couple's house. And the empty bottle is going to be useful for this reason. So you just want to go all the way down by the entrance. And as you can see, the fountain is there. And what you could do with the empty bottle, you could use it. Just press A on the fountain and go to the item. empty bottle, you should have an option for use. And use it and you get Hermes water. Now Hermes water is what you're going to need when you get to Colima Forest. You're going to have to use it on threat. Well, once after you enter the tree. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do, since my stats are very low, like my HP and synergy, I'm going to the inn and I'm going to pay for a night at the inn. And to fully recover my synergy point and my health. Character's health. Okay, I believe there was an item you could get from the old man in this house. I don't remember, but I'm just going to talk to him. And yeah. Nope, I guess you don't get an item. I know there's a treasure chest by the tree to my right. And there might be another treasure chest in this house. Well, I forgot to mention that now that the Hermes water is back, people's illness or disease have been cured. I mean, it should be obvious because of that conversation I had with the old man at the house over there. So right now we're going to get the treasure chest that's by the tree over there. So just follow the video and you guys should be able to get there. I made some mistakes here, but if you follow the video, it's very simple. And I believe it's a bile that's on the chest. Yes, a bile. I don't know what bile is, but I think it's one of those items that mimics synergy. But yeah, just before I forget, I'm going to show you an item that gives you a synergy move. It's called catch beads. And what catch beads does is when you equip it, you have to equip. It's an item you equip. It gives you this ability catch, and this move catch was the synergy move. What it does, it enables you to catch an item that's in a tree or somewhere where you cannot reach. Unfortunately, there really isn't like an apple or some item that I could use as an example in this village. That will have to wait. Okay, so right now we're going south to Bilibin Cave, or the way we got here to Emil. But now that we have Mia in our party, she knows frost. So remember that pile of water that you guys saw in the cave? You could actually use frost in it, and it'll turn it into a pillar of ice. But unfortunately, because Mia has only frost, she doesn't have those. As you can tell here, when I use frost, it will just melt because of the torches. Now what those does, it creates a rainy cloud putting out the fire. And once we have those two moves, we could probably get some armor and some weapons, and maybe a gem. I'm not too sure about the gem though. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give the corresponding gem to each user. That way Mia has all her Mercury gen and Isaac has all his Venus and so forth. That way they all get the best stats and monsters appear. I guess I can't flee, so I'm just going to attack. There's no point of using synergy right now. Well, except for curing. And I'm just gonna keep attacking. By the way, I didn't buy any items from Emil because the next village we're going to, they have better equipment than what Emil has. And because of some of the items I found, I didn't really need that much equipment. Or newer equipment. So just jump this platform and let's go out to the overworld map. And from here you want to keep going east past Bilibin village to Bilibin barricade. Unfortunately we weren't able to get to Colima Forest in this video, but in our next video we will. and hopefully we'll battle threat. So stay tuned.